Hi, and thank you for watching the Ask Avi Arya show. We've had a lot of viewers, a lot of subscribers. I really thank you for watching this show. It definitely must be adding some value to you. Please don't forget to add your comments and suggestions and share this video if you like it. So today's video, the subject is, what's your story? I often mention my grandfather in most videos because he's always been a huge influence in my life. I've been almost brought up by him. He was a decorated army officer, and the gentleman could speak and write over 10 languages, including Cantonese and Mandarin. And every time I went to him with an idea or a plan or something I wanted to do, he always sat me down and said, "Son, so what's your story?" And that sort of stuck with me. So today, 20 years later, I'm a digital marketer, privileged to be invited to speak at conferences around the world and work with some great clients like yourself. Some of you must be watching this video. And I often find myself in this role asking my clients, so what's your story? And here's somehow how some of the conversations go. So a hotelier replies to me saying that we're a 300-room hotel, we're in the best location in town, and we have private butler service. The butler knows the kind of meals that you want. The elevator stops at only the floor that you want to go. It will not make you stop at 3 other floors. Awesome, great. But what's your story? And I often find them looking at themselves in the boardroom and saying, is this guy crazy? We just told him the story. And then I meet another kind of a hotel family, and where the husband and wife say, you know what, we shifted to Goa about 40 years back. We came from Australia. I fell in love with this girl. We got married, bought this piece of land right next to St. Martin's Church. And people would come to see the church every day, and there was no place to eat, so we set up a small bakery. They used to come and have sandwiches, and we realized people don't have a place to stay, so in that piece of land we started building rooms, and then therefore we called it St. Martin's Hotel, and today we're a 100-room hotel, and we've got a 100-year-old history. Which hotel would you like to stay at? The hotel which sells 300 rooms, an elevator, butler service, all that sounds fantastic. I want that. I love to be pampered. But look at the story, the difference between the story. So here's what I'm trying to say, and this is what I believe. We're always all kids. We just grow up into our own lives with our responsibilities and our challenges. We become a little too uptight, and we become very corporatized, and we forget the story. Here's another thing that I believe. You and I, we're all heroes in our own story, right? It's our story. We have to make it as interesting as possible. And it is very interesting. I don't know a single person whose story is not interesting. Your story is interesting. Your business has an interesting background to it. Why don't bring it to the foreground? Here's another example. This is day before yesterday, so it's recent in my head. So I can, I'd love to share that with you. 8 a.m. Now, I don't like to go for 8 a.m. meetings. Normally the Internet Moguls team and all of us at the Ask Avi Arya show, we like to be in suits, and we like to be fancy, and we like to dress well. But this was an 8 a.m. meeting, and I agreed to it. So I went in a t-shirt and my jeans, and I went and met the gentleman, who was sweet enough to say, it's breakfast time, so why don't I take you for breakfast first? So he took me to his hotel, and we had breakfast. And he said, what would you like to have? And I saw that they have a huge egg menu. So I love eggs. So he gave me 7. He saw that I am a sucker for morning protein. So I had 7, 8 eggs. He gave me some wheatgrass juice, and he gave me a lot of healthy options. A lot of salad and everything. So I'm like, this guy knows it's his breakfast, and he's doing it great. So while I'm having a conversation, I'm asking him, where he lives. So he says, well, you know what? The suite up there, we live there, and it overlooks the ocean. And my wife is right there. She's getting ready. She'll join us shortly. And both of us, because we've traveled around the world, we've been to 56 countries, we've been to hundreds of cities, and we've been blogging since before blogging was born. We've been journaling, so we know a lot of. So when these tourists come to our hotel, when they come and stay with us, we talk to them about their own city, because we've most probably been to every city in the world. And I thought they were very interesting. And again, like I said, the kid in me was actually absorbing the story. I got engrossed in the story, and the marketer in me was now happy, and I said, I want to help this business. I want to help this gentleman because I like them and I like their story. Anyways, we finished our breakfast and we went back into the conference room. And there were about 6, 7 of his general managers, revenue managers, marketing team. And they shut on their presentation. And they said, here is the presentation. This is the kind of hotel we are. This is the kind of branding we have. This is the kind of logo we have. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have 3 kinds of menus, 2 kinds of breakfast, this, that. We have a spa, we have this, we have people from Thailand who are working with us. And I was like, hang on. What you told me outside was a way more interesting story than what you're telling me inside. So here's what I'm trying to tell you through this video. We all have to story tell. It's not only a marketer's job. Yes, a marketer's job is to find your story, but you all have your story. Why don't you use your story? Why don't you leverage your story to create your business? A lot of people across the world, small businesses, are doing the same. Unfortunately, and you know what? My complete disrespect, and don't mind me saying that, but my complete disrespect for people who still believe that large businesses cannot have a brand standard to follow and cannot make a story. I do not buy that at all. And if you still agree with that thought process, you might have to go back and check your digital marketing, because I don't think it's going to work with that kind of a mindset. And I'm sorry to say that beforehand, because for a social media and a digital marketing mindset, you have to explode the kid within you. You have to be a storyteller. So I don't believe that a big brand can't do it. Every brand can do it. Find your story. I gave you a few examples. Write into us, subscribe to this channel, send us your comments, suggestions, send us your story, and we'll try to make a ad campaign for you. There you go. Through this video, we'll do a free Facebook ad campaign for you if you send us a story of your hotel or your business in the comment section of this video, and subscribe to this video. And if you think storytelling makes sense for marketing your business through digital marketing, subscribe to this video and share it with your friends. Thank you very much for watching another episode of the Ask Avi Arya show. Thanks a lot.